guys, so today's video is just going to be a casual get ready with me. I'm going to use some new products that I've gotten recently and I just felt like sitting down and talking and just being more personal with you guys. So I'm just going to do my makeup. I have no idea what I want to do. I kind of want to do something dramatic and like full on doing the most. But I don't know. So grab a cup of tea. I have one here. Tea tastes so much better at night time, I reckon, with Tim Tams dipped in them. Ooh. I think I'm going to use some Colourpop eyeshadows. Maybe these two. This one's like a cool tone taupey sparkle, and this one's like a warm... Oh, I don't know, guys. I can't choose. I'm going to use some tape. This is going to be a shit filming day. Try again, shall we? I'm going to take some C-tape, make it unsticky on the back of my hand. If you hear background noise, that is Luna just getting up to mischief. So just angle it from the corner of your eye out towards the end of your eyebrows. And I will I will zoom you guys in so you can see better. I'm actually going to do my brows quickly first because I feel like I can see what I want to do with the makeup a lot better when my brows are done. So I'm just going to take my usual Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Blonde. So I just use my little angled brush. I have a whole brow tutorial, so I'm probably going to just skim through this quickly. But I just like to give my brows some thickness and some shape. Ignore this fella right here. I decided to show up this morning and it freaking hurts. Okay, that's the base of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use some of my MAC Omega eyeshadow, which looks like this, to just put some powder through. And then we can always come back to the brows after we've finished off the eyes and done some of the skin. Okay, so I'm going to prime my eyes. Can you guess what I'm going to use? Paint Only Paint Pot by MAC. And I'm just going to put that on my eyelids. So I'm going to start off with Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee eyeshadow on a fluffy brush. I always go to say fluffy blush. And I'm going to dust that through my crease. I love Makeup Geek eyeshadows, but I feel like I use them in nearly every single tutorial that I do. So, are you guys sick of it? Do you want me to use more palettes? Do you want me to use something else? I don't really know. This is just what I always reach for because they're my favourite. Favorites. So that doesn't have to be neat at all. It can just be quite messy. Thinking of doing like Burgandy, like using Bitten with this shade here. Let's just do it. Let's just see how it turns out. So I'm going to take the shade Bitten on my MAC 217 brush, dip it in and tap the excess off, and then start to work that in the outer corner in little circular motions and drag it through the crease. So I watched the mid-season finale or whatever it is of Pretty Little Lies last night and holy shit. Like, I'm not going to say anything because I'm the worst at spoilers. I always give spoilers, but after it finished I was like, well, what? And I was really disappointed because I follow the Pretty Little Lies Instagram page and the day before yesterday, I still had like 4 episodes to go until I was up to the final. And the Pretty Little Liars page just posted who A is. Just posted it on their page. And I'm like, can you hear the rooster? You hear that rooster? I just really got annoyed because like lots of people still hadn't seen it and they just posted who A was. So too bad if you didn't want to know because they don't really care. Okay, so I'm going to use Amaze by Colourpop and I'm just going to take it on my finger and press it onto my lid. I'm trying to keep it out of the crease. Just like bring it right up there and then stop. These Colourpop eyeshadows are so amazing. And then go back in my 217. It's got no extra product on it, and just lightly blend those edges. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of black. This is Makeup Get Corrupt, and I'm going to take it on this Urban Decay brush that I got in the Naked 2 palette. And I'm taking the buffing end because it's really stiff. Oh, look at all that fallout I just got all over my fingers. That's why we do our foundation after. So take a tiny little bit. I'm just buffing that right in that outer corner. I don't want much product at all. This is like super pigmented, so you barely need to touch your brush in it. And then I'm just going to pick up a bit more Bitten on the same brush. And just pop it like on this part here. The outer third. Where the black meets the shimmery colour, because I don't want it to just be black and shimmer. I want it to sort of all flow together. Take a little bit more of the Colourpop shade. Just because I really want that to be nice and sparkly and intense. And that's Luna playing with something else. We best go see what she's got. I go in with some black gel liner. This is by Maybelline, and I use this Eco Tools little angled brush. Light wing. Because of my eye shape, I really can't do like a full-on winged liner without it looking like my whole eyelid's black, so just do whatever suits your eye shape. But if you struggle with winged liner, use this tape method because it makes life 1 billion trillion times easier. Oh, so crisp. It always looks so weird when I have just this heavy eye makeup and nothing else. And I go in with a little Q-tip and just like kind of clean up that edge because it came right up to my brow bone. And I'm just going to use my brush and sort of really lightly, like I'm barely even touching the skin, just buff at that outer corner. While I've got my gel liner out, I'm going to tightline. If you find that your eyeliner does not stay, use gel because it stays. I'm just going to give my lashes a little curl. And I'm just going to chuck on a coat of a Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Whenever I watch back my footage of putting mascara on, whenever I blink, my eyes like roll into the back of my head first, and I'm always like, oh, that looks disgusting. But I can't help it. I don't know that I'm doing it. I'm loving this eye look, so hopefully it turns out good. I'm going to take a Q-tip with some Bioderma and just clean up underneath my eyes. I'm going to move on to my face, so I'm going to prime using my Natural Glamour primer. I just picked up another one of these last week because mine was running out. And my Hourglass one's nearly out too, which just makes me so sad. I really don't want to spend $70 on another one, but I know I'm going to because it's just so good. What foundation will I use? Let's use Makeup Forever HD. I'm going to mix 118 with 120 because 120 is more yellow, 118 is more like beige. So I like to mix them to get a nice colour. So I did 2 pumps of 118 and 1 pump of 120. I really need to try the new formula of this. But the website that I always buy off doesn't actually have it. Like they're still just stocking the old one. Where's my buffing brush? And I recently, when I used to have like 3 sets of these Real Techniques like Perfect Base sets. So I had like 3 buffing brushes and then I accidentally gave them all away. I gave like one to my sister, one to my mum and one to my friend. So, and I really missed this brush. It's so good. I really hope that the new formula is as good as everyone says it is, because I really love this formula. I think I've said this a million times before, but I used to use it on most of my clients when I was freelancing and it just never failed me. Okay, so I'm going to conceal using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I really need to find a concealer that I love just as much as this one, because I use this one like every single day. But whenever I don't, my under eyes just crease and I'm just not as happy with my makeup. So putting that under my eyes. And then I'll put some down the center of my face to highlight. And this one's in the shade NW20. And to buff that out, I'm going to use my Real Techniques sculpting brush, which I also purchased recently. It's not quite as soft as all the other brushes though, I feel. I don't know, it's a little bit more scratchy. It's still really nice and it still blends everything out beautifully, but I don't know, I just feel like the other brushes are just a little bit softer. Okay, I need to fix these eyebrows because they are driving me mental. I'm just going to go back in with my dip brow and just fix them. That's better. I think I made them too rounded at the front and I hate round eyebrows at the front. I don't like really squared off, but I prefer more square than round. Okay, that's better. I'm happy now. Do the eyebrow dance. Let's do some baking. Let's bake. So I'm going to go and wet my Real Techniques sponge. And I'm going to use the Face of Australia Loose Translucent Setting Powder to bake these under eyes. Let's see how we go. I don't really know how I feel about this whole technique, but it's fun to try new things anyway. So if you're not sure what baking is, which you probably are because it's like an internet phenomenon at the moment, it's just where you apply excess setting powder to where you've concealed and just let it sit, and it's meant to just set like that area really well and make everything look fine and dandy. I'm just gonna leave that sit there while I contour. And I recently got this Models Prefer Contour Collection Ultimate Highlighting Contour Kit from Priceline. So it's really hard to open. This is what it looks like. I really like, it's got a massive mirror in here, like it's a really, really good mirror. Hello, hi. And I really like the highlight shade. I've not really experimented with the contour shades enough. That's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to pick up this middle shade here on my brush. It's a very natural contour colour and it's not muddy. I'm going to pick up some of this warmer shade in the corner. I'm going to use this just angled blush brush. It's a bit more fluffy. And I'm going to use that above where I've just contoured to like warm up my skin. I'm going to pick up the yellow shade on my contour brush and dust away the baking powder. I think I should bake today, like cookies or something. I'm going to take the banana shade again and I'm just going to use that to set like the center of my face. I'm really quite impressed with this contour kit. I like it a lot better than the Australis one, let me tell you. I'm going to take some more of my loose translucent powder And let's sharpen my contour. I'm not very good at this whole baking doodah. Oh, that's all over my ear. I'm going to chuck a little bit of this Carmex Jasmine Green Tea Lip Balm on. Okay, while that's baking, I'm going to put some false lashes on. So, what ones will I choose? I'm going to go with my faves, the Socialized Glamorous lashes, but I'm also going to give these a go. They might not work out for me, but I'm going to give these bottom lashes a go. These ones are called Dolly, and never put bottom lashes on in my whole life, so that's going to be interesting. Put the top ones on first. And I'll put the bottom ones after I've done like my lower lash line and everything, obviously. And I'm going to use my Ardell Lash Grip Adhesive in the shade Dark. I've used these Glamorous lashes like a handful of times and they still look brand new. Brand spanking new. And they cost me like $7. I'm impressed to say the least. God, lash glue. Lash glue smells so bad. Oh yes, Shannon uploaded a new vlog. Oh, Shannon's vlogs. I get so anxious while I'm waiting for lash glue. Can you speak? I get so anxious waiting for lash glue to dry because I never know if it's going to be dry enough and tacky enough and like, ugh. If it's not, it's just going to slide all over my eyelid and... One lash on. Here's my fancy tweezers from Socialize to do my pinching. I don't know how I ever lived without these. Like, they are so good. If you have not got these lashes in your life, you go on Socialize right now and you purchase them because, whoo, I love them. I love them so much. I'm going to dust away this. You guys ever notice that I have 3 moles in one row? Just here. It means I'm the chosen one. Don't know what the hell I'm chosen for, but I am. I am. Blush, blush, blush. What blush? I'm going to use Nars Deep Throat Blush, which is this pretty pink. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques Multitask Brush. Do you guys have like multiples of different brush, of the same brush, but they're different shapes? Like, for example, these are both multitask brushes. This one is like flat out and really dense because I use it for my powder. This one's like fluffy as and really like skinny. It's really funny. They look like different brushes and they work in different ways. But I like it. I love this blush. I think this is one of the only blushes I've ever actually got a compliment off someone in real life for. Like when I've worn it. Yeah, for my highlight, I'm actually going to use this highlight that's in here. That one right there, because it is absolutely stunning. Like, really, really nice. So, I love Models Prefer, and I always have. But this contour kit, they've pretty much outdone themselves. I could freaking pack this on my cheeks all day. I love it! I don't even know if you'll be able to see it, but it's amazing. Amazing. Okay, let's set this base down with some Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray. Okay, let's dig back into my makeup geek shadows. We're back in with Creme Brulee on that first like big blending brush that we used and smoke it out. And good old 217 with some more of that Bitten shade. So I'm just taking that like on the outer third of the lower lash line. I'm not really bringing it in much. Oh, my eyeball's itchy. And then I'll just take, oh, do I want to take black? Risk that fallout? How about we take, where did that angled brush go? Brush, little bit of Corrupt, like a little bit, and tap tap that excess off. And then I'm just going to run it along my lash line. And then smudge it with my finger. Back in with Colourpop Amaze eyeshadow, and I'm going to take this Real Techniques, what's it called, brow brush. I wouldn't use this on my brows, it's way too thick. But I love it for putting sparkly shades under the eyes. Put that in there. Oh, I did another warm look. I was gonna do cool, but no. But no. Okay, so that's gone undo. That's gone under the inner portion of my lower lash line. For my inner corner highlight, actually, you know what I'm gonna use? You know what? I'm going to use MAC Vanilla Pigment because I never use this and it is beautiful. I'm never in my life going to use this whole pigment. I'm actually going to use that some of that on my brow bone too. Oh, so pretty. A really weird mood. Do I want to line my lower lash line? Yeah, we'll line it with some brown. Just this Rimmel Exaggerate waterproof eye definer. Or I'll do the outer, these bits. The outer corners. Just for a little bit of definition. And then for my lower lashes, I'm just going to use some Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I keep looking in the viewfinder today. I'm really sorry. I know I can see myself doing it. Just can't stop. Can't stop. Does anyone else have a rooster in a residential area? This old Italian lady owns it and she lives 2 doors down. I don't even know if she even remembers that it's there. But it's really annoying. And why is it crowing at 11:30 in the morning? Everyone has risen. I'm probably going to fail big time putting these bottom lashes on. What way did they go? Oh my god. What will I do on my lips? Line them with my favourite lip liner, which is Rimmel Addiction Lip Liner. And for lipstick, I think I'm going to use MAC Modesty. And then I think I'm going to use a bit of Plink just in the centre. I like it, don't fall off, lower lash line. And then I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of this Gerard Cosmetics, what's this called? Highlighter. Just because I have it here. On my cupid's bow. And that's the look complete. I can't believe I actually got these lower lashes on. They're probably going to fall off. I can feel them not settling down, but yes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you like chatty videos, let me know and I can do more of them. And leave your video requests down below. I will be doing a back to school look using their Naked One palette that a subscriber named Molly requested. And I also want to do a drugstore back to school makeup for those of you in the US who are going back to school. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!